Hello and welcome to the Nordic Takedown. My name is Jason the Captain Kirk, and it's that time again to look at the next set cards and the next set merchandise. Huge thank you to Asmodee and FFG for sending us some more pre-release goodies. We have received yet again the press pack from Asmodee. And so we are going to be looking through what we got, opening some cards, having a first look at the cards we get in the pack. And then after that, as a separate video, I'm going to be opening up the pre-release box and or taking the pre-release packs at least and opening those up, so that we can build a deck and get ready for the pre-release. That's going to be in a separate video, so don't miss that one. We're probably releasing these about the same time. And a third video, we've also been sent these spotlight decks. But without further ado, let's go down to the table and have a look at exactly what we got and how awesome this stuff is. Again, FFG Asmodee, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to look into Secrets of Power just a little bit earlier and make these videos. So what have we got? So let's have a look at some of the accessories that we have been sent here. The first thing is this soft crate with Padme Amidala on. Absolutely stunning artwork on this one, I have to say. It comes with the token box. It's the soft crate that we are all actually very used to so far. We've seen these before, but at the same time, this is absolutely stunning artwork, and actually very nice with the Emperor on the back, or Chancellor Palpatine, Padme on the front. Absolutely stunning there, and exactly what we are used to with the token box in there, which I'm actually starting to use these a lot more than I have been in the past, especially literally for the card tokens as well. So they're going to be for my plot tokens, not plot tokens, my spies there. Really nice work, and I'm actually starting to like these a lot. Soft crates, so very good accessory things, I believe. Next thing we want to look at is these premium art sleeves, which I'm liking more and more. These are the Padme Amidala ones. I'm a big fan of Natalie Portman and Padme in this. I think she did a great job in the prequel films, and these is absolutely again stunning artwork. So these I'm going to be enjoying a lot to maybe put on one of my decks for this set, and so we'll see what we have there. And the thing that we can always expect, and the thing that I absolutely love, and I say it every time I do one of these videos, is that the lack of plastic in all of this packaging. I'm looking at everything now, I don't see even one bit of plastic in the packaging, and obviously with the cards is absolutely brilliant. And obviously the actual product, the sleeves, has to be plastic, but they minimize that by making these the paper packaging here. So super impressed, and I think more card companies or game companies should be doing this. But then you got the really nice brushed art premium effect sleeves there, and recently I bought some outer sleeves as well to protect these art sleeves, because these art sleeves really are absolutely stunning. Then we also got given the game mat for this set, and this is the premium stitching, and this is the Andor one. This is one of my favorite scenes from the Andor films. Andor, I think, not the Andor films, even the Rogue One films. I really enjoy the Rogue One. I think it's one that I think is probably the best film of the ones that have been made. I watched it way too many times, and I really like this playmat. I think I might be fighting some of my fellow hosts for this playmat. But let's bring this out and use this as our new playmat today. But let's have a look. Let's just have a quick look at that stitching end as well. Absolutely stunning. Really good quality. And the artwork on this is just absolutely fantastic. I really, really do love this. So this can be our backdrop here. Really amazing. I absolutely love this artwork. It's really, really beautiful. So absolutely love this one with the stitched edging, and I think I will have to be fighting my fellow hosts for this, if you see the stitching there in my close-up camera. But yeah, there we have the Cassian Andor playmat, that big scene from the Rogue One. Really, really stunning there. Next on the line we have our spotlight decks, and in these we have our packs as we always have. These are always unsure which way to open these, of course. Let's have a look, and just so we all know what we get in these packs from the top down. We get the tokens, we get a pack which we can open shortly, and I actually do believe, if you see, I think you do believe that we open these the other way around as well, so from the bottom down, and then we get our pack again. More paper packaging that we see here, absolutely fantastic. And we have our deck of cards, which I will be sleeving up and playing with a friend pretty soon. So there we go, our spies, and we will be looking through these very shortly in another video. So we'll put those to the side, and I think the Padme deck, obviously, it will be the same, and we'll get another pack there as well. But we just open this because that's what this video is for. There we go, so we get another pack here. Some more tokens, because we always need more tokens, and then the paper paper packaging with the Padme Amidala set, which is really, really looking forward to trying these ones out in our showcase showdown match, which we will be filming pretty soon. Then the last but not least, we also got some more packs, and so we can start to open up these packs as we go on. Before I open up the pre-release box and see what's in the pre-release, and we'll go for there, and then I'll be filming the pre-release video directly after this. So the beautiful thing, and this is a big moment, that this is the first time, first pack in Sweden in the Nordics that is being opened right now. So let's see what we get in this pack. So we start off with C3PO. This is a leader that I am very, very excited to try out and build a deck. Well, I've been playing with a few things beforehand. We have the Naval Intelligence HQ, and then we can start to look through on some of our some other cards that are coming in here. So the Coruscant Undercity Police, it's a 5/4 cost. The GNG power droid on attack. Next time you play this phase, costs 1 less. We have a Sentinel in space, the Jade Squadron Patrol. Daro Commando, Knowledge and Defense. A 3-cost Overwhelm. Actually, let's go back to this one. This could be, especially if it's got Imperial and it's a trooper, there's some good synologies, I think, with this one. And an Overwhelm coming out on turn 2 could be pretty impressive. Knowledge and Defense. Give it to -2 and draw a card. Very, very good card, I believe. Covert operative. When played, you get a capture. So this is not a bad unit at all. Hut, Cart, or Starfighter played, dealing 2 damage to this unit. Could be some good synergies with this one. Bogged down procedure, let me guess. Let me see. Exhaust a unit and disclose to yellow. Disclose is another keyword that we're going to get here. Disclosing means that you just have to reveal a card from your hand with a yellow aspect icon, and you get more power from your cards. And obviously, going through the flavor, you have the secrets of power. So obviously, you're showing your secrets, and they add more power to your cards. A very nice version of this card as well, the Hut, Cart, or Starfighter in hyperspace. The artwork on this again is stunning. Who's that? It's Space Goose, or Space Goose. Is that 3 O's? So yeah, very nice artwork there. Renewed Friendship. Return a card from unit from your discard pile to your hand and create 2 spy tokens. Really pretty powerful card. Could be very, very good in. It could be a very good card in limited, actually. Pre-war personnel carrier. And yep, when play, give this unit experience for each ground unit you control. So those spy decks with producing a lot of spies, this could be also really good. Synthicaz, this is a card which I am very much excited to play and try out. I think this could be one of the really, really important cards in here, especially for those leaders that flip on 6. If there's non-attack ability, but even just getting a 6 or 7, getting that first attack in, that is a really important card, I believe. Then we have in our rare slot, exiled from the Force. Attached loser, it uses the Force trait and all abilities except for grit, and then you give the unit grit. Being a big Chewbacca fan, I'm a big fan of this card. And then we have our foil, the clandestine connections. Attached unit gains on attack. You may pay 2. If you do, he'll do damage to a base. So a good little aggro upgrade for us there. Cool. Let's have a look and open up some more packs, because who doesn't love to open up packs? We have a Mon Mothma. This is I like this. Ignore the aspect penalties on non-villainy official units you play. So you can just put any official units from any aspect apart from villainy, and she could be really powerful there. And then she has the same on the unit side. And then you also give each friendly official unit +1 health. So yeah, a leader that I'm excited to try out there. Let's have a quick look through these cards. I want to go through everything in the same way that I went through the other cards. But this Cruel Commander is again Sentinel and Overwhelm. The Overwhelm is a very important thing, and there's a lot of units coming up with Overwhelm, I think. So yeah, I think Overwhelm units are I think Overwhelm could be really strong in this set, especially going through this lot of spies on the board. So yeah. A Sentinel space unit, Defense Fleet X-Wing. We have the Inner Rim Coalition. With a when defeated effect, you may ready that unit that costs 5 or less. So one of those kind of fun late game for those aggro mid-range decks, which with the 6 unit, you're going to want to defeat this, but you're going to have to think twice. Hidden is actually something that they said, if you hadn't known, that it's going to stick around in the game. So Hidden moves over from the previous set into this. A 2/2 drop with Hidden. One cost with Hidden. So that's a thinking getting 2 of these out in your turn 1. It could be pretty big. Tejas Acolyte, a 2/4 drop with Force. So a bit of support for those Force decks. A turn 2 drop, 3 cost, 2/3 with Grit. So some synergies coming in there. Assassin Probe, when defeated, deal 1 damage to each exhausted enemy ground unit. So those when defeated things that are useful for Thrawn from the old set, for example. Same with this one. When defeated, each opponent may ready a resource. Actually, this is something that you really wouldn't want to be giving your opponent or doubling up on this when defeated on that one. But yeah, we'll see where that will get some use. Emissaries from Ryloth. When played, you may give a unit -3, -0 for this phase. Quite similar to the Padme from Jump to Lightspeed, I believe. No, from Twilight, or one of the earlier sets that when played, you had a unit that had -3, -0. Charged with Treason. Again, a disclosed keyword comes in there. And you disclose and you deal 5 damage to a unit for 4 costs. So if you could disclose, could be a really big card. However much this will see in Premier Play, I don't know. Then we have our Kazudo unit. 4 cost, raid 2. If you control fewer resources than an opponent, it gets +2 as well. So it hits for 6 up against ramp decks. So yeah, that is quite a fun card, especially with especially if this is on the board and you bring out a wrecker, which obviously you destroy your own resource. Suddenly this becomes even stronger. Nalase on attack, disclosing 2 vigilance cards. You heal up to 4 damage among other units. And then we have a Queen Amidala legendary, the first legendary of this pack opening. When played, create 2 spy tokens, and if damage would be dealt to this unit, you may defeat another. If damage would be dealt to this unit, may defeat another friendly unit that shares a trait with this unit if you do prevent that damage. It's a really big way. So using her spies and to protect her, very flavorful from the films. And then we've seen this one cast on the City Police. So there we have a legendary, and we'll put that up there. Really cool to see. So just continue our pack opening. I'll try and go through these a little bit quicker, but at the same time, there isn't that many packs opening videos out there, so I'm enjoying this. And so, you know, if you're enjoying this along with me, you can just carry on and you keep opening these packs with me. We have the Lama Su. Play an upgrade from your hand on a friendly non-vehicle unit. Cost 1 less if you do deal 1 damage to the unit. So pretty fun little control unit here. Control leader. When this unit survives an attack and survives, you may play an upgrade from your discard pile on a friendly non-vehicle unit, and it costs 1 less. It's similar to Gar Saxon there with those units that could be worth trying out. But let's see, we have at 5 cost 6/5. We have our Cruel Commandos there. Some Alderaan Envoys with Restore 3. Dracelian Commanders. They've really gone for those big names in this set, haven't they? Ambush and Plot. This is a 5 cost ambush with Plot. Plot, remember, is that keyword where this would be in the resources at the start. When you deploy a leader, you may play this card from your resource playing its cost, and then you replace it just like you did with Smuggle, but this is only during the flip turn. So, but this also comes out with the Ambush. So those big flip turns, the big flip turns is going to be quite important here. Again, Overwhelm here on a 7/6 unit here. So if yeah, I'm just thinking again with the that card that I mentioned at the start there, the Sinter Kaz, getting this out even a turn after you got this on the board, and that is going to hit with Overwhelm. So I'm going to actually put that one aside because I'm really pleased that I actually pulled out one of those. Political Bully. When played, if you control another official unit, you may deal 2 damage to a ground unit. So really going with that official stuff. A lot of cards going to be in from the first set. Talking about cards from the first set, we have this Rebel Pathfinder from set 1. Trade Federation Delegates. It's just 5 cost. It's a 3/4 unit, and then you also get 2 spy tokens as well. So thinking for this with has some synergy there with that Praetor personnel carrier, giving experience for each token you control. So these have got some good synergy there. Plot upgrade. It could be very important there, and actually there we have I want to say that is also Amidala there, but it could also be another one or one of her spies, but that is I'm going to say that's Amidala. Brilliant artwork there by David Buisan. The Coronet, Mandalorian vehicle transport ship, restore 1. Every other friendly unit also gains restore 1. So those, double blue. This could actually go in very nicely in double blue. These ones are like, again, the Andor series coming in here. Friendly unit was defeated while attacking this phase. You draw 3 cards. So a little bit of aggro support here. Getting in that card draw, and the artwork from the first season of Andor seen on program. Faith in your friends. Search the top 3 cards of your deck for a card and draw it. Then you may disclose a lot of cards, but that's essentially 3 cards that you have to reveal here to get this one. But you do get to search 3 cards of your deck for a card, and then you draw it. Then you do that anyway for 2, so you get a card for 2. Then when you disclose, you create 2 spy tokens. So it could really be worth it. I think it's going to be a lot more play in limited. Then we have our second legendary of the day, Kylo Ren's Command Shuttle. Each friendly ground unit with Sentinel gains +0/+2 health. So that goes, I believe, really well with the Kylo Ren leader. Actually, it's giving the Kylo Ren leader from jump to light speed just a little bit more health if you can have this one out as well. So that deck is getting a little bit more support with a legendary. And then we have our Dedra Miro Ambush on attack, create a spy token. And it's nice to see again more Andor stuff coming into this set. Very excited, very good to see these cards coming in here, and we will carry on opening packs. DJ, there he is. This is the big leader that I am very excited to put a deck together to try, and we'll hope that actually maybe get a DJ in our pre-release pack to see what we can put together for that one. So let's put DJ over the side here, and then we see what we have. So that's the Erskine Entertainment District. So this is where there's that scene where Obi-Wan and Anakin followed the shape-shifting bounty hunter into where Anakin did the hard work and Obi-Wan went to get a drink. We all remember that one. Outer Rim Constable, when played, you may defeat an upgrade, so some more upgrade hate in this one. Bardotten Ornithopter, if I am saying that one right. Played, disclosed just one blue card, and if you do, draw a card. So, and that's on 3/4 space units, so that could be pretty key in some decks. Yep, a said Space Sentinel. I think we've seen this one already today. The ISB shuttle, when played, if a friendly unit was defeated this phase, create a spy token. So yeah, one of those nice turn 2 plays that can punish your that early aggro. When defeated, create a spy token. There we go. Junior Senator. When played, you may return an upgrade that costs 3 or less to its owner's hand. So some more upgrade hate there as well, some upgrade control. Deal 3 damage to a unit and then heal 3 from your base. And there we have it. We have some Ewoks. Really good to see the Ewoks coming in here. Still waiting to see our first proper Ewok card, I believe. Or have we? No, we have had Ewoks. Yeah, I'm sorry, we have before. Here we go, the Unruly Astromech. Hidden and when defeated, exhaust an enemy unit. So this again is a fun little unit that works very nicely, both with C3PO that comes in here, and so C3PO's droid army could be a thing for this set. Lovely. Again, Populous Companion. The artwork of these cards is just getting better and better. 3-drop, 3/5 on a 3-drop is a blank card, but still, that's a pretty powerful card that's going to be difficult to remove on a turn 2 drop. Charged with Treason. We've seen this one before. We've seen Kazula before. Nala Say we've seen before. And we have Restore Freedom there and a Sneaking Suspicion. Restore Freedom, what does this do? Play units from your hand. It costs 1 less for each heroic aspect icon amongst friendly units. This could be quite important in those rebel decks, actually. Getting out some of those big units a little bit earlier. So this one I think could see a lot of play, and that artwork is I've seen this artwork. I've got this artwork on one of my background screens, so very nice to see where that comes from. I want to see this one in a hyperspace, actually. So let's put that aside. Let's continue opening some packs. If by this time you're kind of want to watch some of this video later, which is completely understandable, please look out for our other videos coming up. But I'm just going to keep opening cards because this is what we're excited about, and this is what we're looking forward to for the weekend. We have Colonel Yuleran, the villainy Yuleran here. Attack with a unit, then you attack with another unit that costs less than it. So very similar to the layer of the first set, being able to attack twice with units, but this one actually has a slightly higher cost. That actually you have to attack with the higher cost unit before the lower cost unit. So something to think about. And when this unit completes an attack, it's 5. You may attack with another unit that costs 4 or less. So again, you are using higher cost and then a lower cost attack. Here we go. When played or when defeated, heal 1 damage from your base. A 1-drop unit, which could see some light in Thrawn. Deal 3 damage to your unit. Then you have the initiative. You may deal 2 damage to another unit in the same arena. So there we go. There's Saw Gerrera choosing to call it war. Just selling, there we go, 4 or 5 ambush and plot. So some more plot cards coming in there. Retaliation. Defeat a unit that dealt damage to a base this phase. There we go. So here's some interesting just hard removal there. Just defeating a unit. So having these cards out, especially this kind of card in limited, knowing that these cards exist, some cards to look out for. Very important removal, especially for pre-releases. Populist Champion we've seen. Catch unawares, attack with the unit. The defender gets -4 for this attack. I like this card a lot, actually. Especially for those cunning cards that you want to see survive. Resistant Trooper. Yep, it's a 4/3. Actually, a 4 power on turn 2. Is a big unit, actually. There's only obviously 3 health, but that's a big unit that is asking for your opponent to deal with early on. Sith Assassin with Hidden, Force, and Sith. More support for those villainy Force decks. Beguile. Look at opponent's hand, then choose a non-elite unit that opponent controls. It costs 6 less and return it to its owners. Look at an opponent's hand, so you get the knowledge of your opponent's hand. Then you choose a non-leader unit that opponent controls that costs 6 or less, and then returns that to its hand. So you have full knowledge of their hand for 3 resources. Kino Loy, here we go. This unit gets +1 for each other exhausted friendly unit. Yeah, I really want to see this get some play. I really want to see this get some play. If you've dealt damage, Tempest Assault, if you've dealt damage to an enemy base, this phase deal 2 damage to each enemy space unit. The Soulless one, on attack, disclosing, and then you ready 2 resources. This could see some play. This could see a lot of play. Especially those early, I guess, turn 3, the earliest you can do this, really getting value out of your deck. Only 3 health, but 3 for 3, but that's still pretty good. There we go. And then a rare, the Fulminatrix. What does this do? When played on attack, you may deal 4 damage to a ground unit. So you're being able to deal with some ground as well. But this is an 8 cost 9/7, so pretty big unit. Could be really important when played and on attack. So I think this could see some play next set. I think there's some other options. Ruthless Raider. But this is one of those bombs that you definitely will be getting in limited. And then we have our own Imperial Occupier there. I'm going to put this at the top there because it is one of those cards and note that we can look at. Leia Organa, our first leader, hyperspace leader. This is another one disclosing. You pay 1 action, disclose any aspect apart from villainy. If you do, give an experience token to a unit that doesn't share an aspect with that disclosed card. So this quite obviously quite similar to the Obi-Wan command from the last set. Paying 1 action to give an experience token, but obviously you can just keep building up units, so you can give experience to other stuff. And on attack is the same thing. You can disclose to give an experience. Amnesty Housing. Yeah, this is the in the Andor season 2, I think, where the safe house is. Then we have some fun comments here. Rexian Assembly, 5 cost 6/5. Some big units. Reckless Rebel, 2/1 with Saboteur. Pursue the lead. Choose a player. That player discards a card from their hand. If it costs 3 or less, create a spy token. Some hand hate, love to see it. Armor of Fortune. This is one of those cards which I am going to get into a lot of decks. 2 cost with plot, and you put +3 onto a onto a unit to keep your leader a little bit more healthy, unless obviously they just have straight removal. But what can you do? Dogmatic Shock Squad, Sentinel, and plot. So those 6 cost units, maybe those Nala Say decks that because she flips on the 6. You want to get Dogmatic Shock Squad out for that one as well, just to protect her, because she wants to come out and complete her attack and bring back an upgrade. So that works well for that. The FN Trooper Corps. So this is the First Order, Finn's regiment probably. When played, give an experience token to another friendly unit, and it has plot. So some cards that we haven't seen just yet. Heroic Arc 170. When played, if you control a damage unit, you can do damage to an enemy unit. Maybe a little bit late, but still pretty okay stats. Probably a little bit behind curve, but you get some damage coming out as well, which could be quite vital. Accelerate our plans. Exhaust a friendly unit if you do attack with another unit, and it gets +3 for this attack. Now this is a big card, because this is like surprise strike for cheaper, but obviously the cost is exhausting another unit that you have. So if you've got that big unit and you've got a spy, you want to obviously, exhaust your spy. So this could see a lot of play. C3PO, giving it a this is a little bit like the I can't remember the laughing little creature from one of the earlier sets. Giving the action, returning this to its owner's hand, and giving a unit +2/+2. It's only 1 cost, so you can then play it out again. It's a droid. It's got some staying power, but that could see quite a bit of play, but we'll see. Dedra, we've seen charged with espionage, disclosing 2 yellow. 2 cunning cards. If you do look at an opponent's hand, discard a card, discard a unit from it. There we go, another legendary, Obi-Wan. This we've seen around. When this unit deals combat damage to a base, discard a card from the defending player's deck. For this phase, you may play that card from the discard part in Nordic's aspect penalties. This I'm not sure how much space it would get this set in competitive, but next set I think it will do, because it's a very, very strong legendary. So we're actually doing pretty well on those legendaries there. And then our Populist Advisor, which we haven't actually seen yet in this video. When enemy unit deals combat damage to your base, this unit gains Sentinel. So it's similar to the Magma guard, the Magma Guard from Shadows or Twilight, where if you don't attack it, it's going to get Sentinel, so you have to eventually attack it, so you want to attack it. So it's an interesting card, unless obviously you want to it's your last gasp survival. One more pack, and then we're going to I'm going to start looking at a second video for the other ones. Here we go, Jabba the Hutt. Here we go. Action: a friendly damage unit deals 1 damage to an enemy unit. The friendly unit has 3 or more damage on it. It deals 2 damage instead. Has 3 or more. It deals 2 damage instead. Then it's very different. This is one of the ones where it's very different on the leader side, because it comes out for 5. When another friendly unit is dealt damage and survives, you may have that unit deal that much damage to an enemy unit and use this ability once each round. I would quite like to see a deck like this working. Okay, the Nubian Star Skiff. If you control official, this unit gains restore 2. So maybe something for the Mon Mothma decks. Diplomatic Envoy, ambush. No, when played, you may disclose green. If you do, the next unit this play gains ambush. So 2 cost. So that this could be very, very effective later in the game. Death Trooper is from an older set. Academy Disciplinarian. I'm trying to work out how to talk here. When played, you may deal 1 damage to a friendly unit with 2 or less power and ready it. So this is this I like, especially in even C3PO. It's the C3PO deck where you may have wanted to use an exhausted unit and ready it again. Anything with grits, this could be good, and that's even just in heroic decks that we're seeing. But obviously, yeah, this I want to try and play around with this one. Knowledge and defense we've seen. There we go. We're seeing some more, a droid, a 1/4 droid. This could see C3PO with Babu, with such high health on a 2-drop. Lone Shark, ambush with raid 1 and 5 health. So this card, we've got 2 of them there with a nice hyperspace there. First time this would take damage, prevent that damage. The Umbaran mobile cannon. This very big stats. It's only obviously got 3 health, but it's preventing the first damage. So yeah, we'll see. Cadel Connix, there we go. The character played by Carrie Fisher's daughter there in the films. When played, you may reveal all non-unique upgrades. You defeat all non-unique upgrades on a unit, and this comes out on plot for the cost of 3. Crosshair, from I think from the Bad Batch actually. Yeah, this one was it from the Bad Batch? I think this is from the Bad Batch. You may deal 1 damage to another friendly unit if you deal 2 damage to the defending player's base. So yeah, you're damaging your own units there. Then we have our Mandalorian rare card, ambush. With these attacks and defeats a unit, you may choose an enemy non-unit unit, and this unit captures it. So another 2 for 1 on a rare there, and then pursue the lead. If we haven't seen that one, there we go. That player, choose a player, discard a card from their hand. If it costs 3 or less, create a spell token. We have seen that. There we go. Very exciting to see these cards on there. We have our some fun rare cards and some cards of note there to have a look at. Some cards to add to my deck so I can maybe start building some decks there. And we've seen a good amount of leaders, including DJ. And then not to mention, we have our legendaries, first legendaries of this set that we have. So really exciting to see there. Cool. Well, here we go. These were the packs. The pre-release box. I'm going to open this in the next set to prepare people for the pre-release. So this one you will have to wait a little bit for the next video as we go through exactly what people need to consider for the next pre-release. But all you can expect in there is more tokens, the Chancellor Palpatine and Padme Amidala, hyperspace versions of these cards, and 6 packs and a deck box and everything that you would have seen there, and everything you need to play in your pre-release. This is what you'll be getting. So yeah, if you haven't seen that before, stay tuned for the next video and we will see you then. Again, thank you, Asmodee, for giving us this pleasure to be opening these a few days early. See you in the next one. Bye bye.